Hello guys, in today's video, we reacted to an OF model that had recently turned 18 get manipulated by herself and others around her. It is truly sad. Again, as always, no hate to this model. Please don't do that. She doesn't deserve it, as she has went through mental issues and everything. Um, Anyways, let's get into this video.
You might be familiar with this infamous girl in this cursed picture.
Nah.
After all, she went viral in 2024 for supposedly Asian fishing. Now,
Oh,
personally,
okay.
I don't see it. I mean, to me, that does not look like Asian fishing at all. As a matter of
It's because
fact,
the makeup
it
and
looks more like
everything.
alien fishing, if anything. And even
Oh yeah, most okay. That's just wrong, but yeah, no, most definitely. It just is because of the makeup. That's
as
why.
far as to say that anyone who says that she looks Asian and is Asian fishing might be racist. Because what the fuck is this, bro? But today we're talking about a terminally online, mentally unstable girl who literally started an OF 20 minutes after turning 18. Now, I don't care who you is. If you're a normal human being who's not a
If you're gonna do OF, if anyone's watching this that might think about it, um, think about it extremely seriously. Like, don't just do it straight out of 18, please. That's all I want
groomer
to
and
say.
who's not one day away from Gunicide, like this guy, well, I think we can all agree that a teacher starting an OF minutes after turning 18 is sad. It's deplorable and disgusting. And here's the thing,
Should
guys.
not
I don't
happen.
know about you, but to me, it's like you didn't even give life a chance. You didn't even like try.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I get it. Money's tight and everything, especially. I get why you would do it, and I don't have any hatred towards any OnlyFans like creators, but at least think about what you're doing before you do it.
Try to go to university, try to make a career out of something legit before telling yourself minutes after turning 18 that, you know what? I'm gonna start selling my cheeks. I'm gonna start making sus content. Make no mistake, nobody should be celebrating a teacher turning 18 and instantly launching an OF. Unless you're a 40-year-old pedophile Chris Tyson supporter. But don't take it from me, guys. Take it from this guy. So this guy, who goes by the name Vampire Daddy Evil, just by his username alone, you can already
That is definitely a name.
tell that he's got at least 50 mental disorders. But Vampire Daddy over here, who clearly looks like he's pushing 30 or 40, is, believe it or not, a huge supporter of that teenager e-girl. And
I think this should be common sense. But if someone over the age of 30 is supporting you like this, you're 18, try to do OnlyFans, don't trust them. Please do not do that.
I really hate the fact that I'm describing this girl as a teenager e-girl, because those two words should never be next to each other, but that's what people on the internet describe her as. But
I mean,
this
that's basically what she is. I mean, as an 18-year-old, you're still like a child, technically. Like, you're not a child by law, but you don't know anything. Like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying?
guy is such a supporter of this girl that he's literally taking his time editing TikTok videos, cropping pictures of this teenager, of this 18-year-old girl in his video.
Yeah, I think he's mentally insane. I think he's crazy.
And where he's saying stuff like, leave my kitten alone. Is that normal behavior
Leave my kitten alone. That's my girl.
for someone who's pushing 30 years old? I don't think so. Don't get it twisted. This weirdo was making those sus videos months before she turned 18, calling her a kitten. But that
Nah. He should be banned. He should be banned from the platform. Yeah,
That's not
okay.
even the creepiest part. If you look at this guy's TikTok reposts, he's literally seen reposting sus weird videos such as, I love H-Plank with my BF.
Hell no. What the fuck? What does this even mean? What does that even mean? Hey, anyone know what that even means? Please tell me. I'd
I don't even know
appreciate
what
that.
the fuck that is. But I'll tell you what though, when you're literally seen stalking a 16-year-old girl months before she turned 18 and posting weird videos where you're taking your time editing crop pictures of her, well, that doesn't sound like H-Blank to me. That sounds like H-Predding. But this is not even the worst part. In fact, the only reason why I mentioned this, guys, because as soon as the girl turned 18 and started an OF, he was quick to mention it. He was quick to make a video about it and to celebrate that she made 5K on her first day. Like, those are the kind of people, those are the kind of weirdos who would celebrate a teacher turning 18 and starting an OF. Now, I already know I'm gonna get some nerd emoji sim defenders who are gonna raid my comment section and say stupid stuff like, leave her alone, you're just jealous that she's hustling.
Nah, he's a borderline predator. No, he is a predator. This is grooming. Like genuinely. Like what the
hustling.
fuck?
Hey, first of all, let's get one thing right. She not hustling. She hoeing. I know it's only a few letters, but a few letters can make a big difference. I know it's 2025, goonerism and apparently goonicide as well are on the rise, and common sense is
Yes.
dwindling, but I know we can all agree here that it's never a good thing when someone who's freshly turning is starting
Has a 30-year-old prey on him.
an OF. It's not a business
And that
move,
too.
and you're not hustling. It's just disgusting because you're not only destroying your chances at being employed.
You're destroying your self-image. You're destroying people's perception of you as well. Because a lot of people in a relationship, let's just be real, do not want to date an OnlyFans model. They just don't. Like, so when you do this, your dating becomes very limited in the future. And actually, a lot of models like this become depressed because of one of those reasons.
Employed in legit career fields because you'd rather be a bop instead of giving life a chance, but you're also giving all those 40-year-old creeps who literally pre-ordered you, who literally called you a kitten months before you turn 18, while you're giving them what they've been waiting for all along. And here's the thing, guys, I might be reaching here, but something tells me that rewarding stalking behavior, rewarding people who are pushing 30 or 40 years old, who have been obsessed with you way before you turn in with sus content and enabling their unhinged behavior, well, something tells me that nothing good ever comes out of that. But as I was saying, this girl didn't even give life a chance, but decided instead to start an OF minutes after turning 18 and to
Truly
permanently
sad.
destroy her digital footprint. But here's the thing, guys. I do have to give this girl some credit because her digital footprint was destroyed way before she turned 18. As a matter
What
of
you mean?
fact, if you Google her name, the first thing you'll see is a picture of her literally giving her heart out to the people like Elon Musk. But how did we get here in the first
Nah.
place? What caused this girl to start an OF minutes after turning 18? Online, she's known by many names. Some might recognize her by the name Being Betrayed, or Pretty and Doll-like, or by her newest name, Sick and Pretty. Now, personally, I don't know about pretty, but sick is an understatement after what I've learned about this girl. But here's the thing, I don't want to jump into any conclusion, but why do I have a big feeling that the reason as to why she has so many different usernames is because every time she gets in a new controversy, she probably changes her name as if
It's
she's
really sad because I feel like this is low key because of mental illness. Like, genuinely. Like, who in their right mind, straight out of the gate, just thinks, oh, yeah, let me do this content, like, right out of 18? Are you
starting a
serious?
new Game Plus save file in the video game. Now prepare to Pikachu face when I say this, but this girl's got a lot of controversies surrounding her. But let's be real for a second, guys. We all know about the golden rule here, right? I mean, whenever we're talking about scene girls, emo girls, god girls, or in her case, aliens, because without due disrespect, I don't know what the fuck kind of makeup
Okay,
that is,
that's
but 9
not-
out of 10, when we're
that's not
talking about
attractive.
girls who purposely makes themselves look like this, well, 9 out of 10, they
This-
probably had a
she's
troubled
attractive.
childhood. Or 9 out of 10,
Yeah,
they're
most
mentally
definitely.
unstable. And
Yeah.
no, you cannot fix her. And I'm sure that
I
all
can fix
goth,
her.
emo, and scene girls
No.
will agree with this.
I can fix her, promise. I can fix her. I got that. Okay. Me personally, maybe you can't, but I can. I know I can. Like,
And unfortunately for Sick and Pretty, she's not only extremely mentally unstable, but she also has a very dark past. But even though she's changed her name countless times, that doesn't really seem to matter because everyone seems to refer to her as Ray. Now, I don't know if Ray's her real name or if people just call her Ray because she's racist. But in order to avoid confusion with her like 50 different usernames, I'm gonna be referring to her
people like, why is it always racism? It's always racism. Without it, like, without fail. It's crazy.
as Ray. Now I'm gonna keep it a buck 50. As I've said earlier, this girl's got more controversies than hair on Asmongold's head. But what better way to start than to cover Ray's racism controversy? Now I'm gonna keep
What?
the
Did he say hard R? Did he say racist?
Canadian buck 50.
He said
here.
racist,
I'm not gonna
right?
LARP as some kind of moral arbiter and explain to you guys in a 20-minute segment as to why the racism equals bad, okay? I'm not here to
Okay,
waste
he
your
said
time.
racist,
And
okay.
believe it or not, Ray's
cool.
racism controversy is just a tip of the iceberg. But what I'll say is this. When I look at these crazy unhinged pictures of Ray reenacting the PewDiePie bridge incident over and over again, to me, it screams being terminally online and surrounding yourself with neckbeards who make you believe that typing like this and giving your heart out to the people like Elon Musk,
This ain't
while
normal.
those creepy neck
Yo, anyone who's questioning, this is not normal. If you did this in real life, you'd be punched in the face. I promise you. Depending on where you are anyway.
beards
It
who
is
are
funny,
for some
though.
reason very interested in hanging out with a teenager
That's
and make you
true.
believe that doing those things make you edgy, make you cool, and they make you believe that you're part of the cool kids club by acting like that. But here's the thing, guys. I don't want you to think that I've been drawing conclusions here, that I've been making assumptions. No, you're about to find out that I've been speaking facts this whole time. When you literally have videos of you crashing out on your digital footprint.
I'm not saying you are.
You're just leading me on. You're just fucking leading.
Like I told
Yes,
you,
you
I
are.
wanna talk to you. I told you I have no interest in you romantically right now.
And what the fuck is this guy talking like
What is he
Corp's
talking?
husband? I don't want you to think I want a romantic relationship. Like,
Yeah.
Yo, my bad. I'm the one who's crashing out right now.
Right now, that's leading me on. If you don't want to be with me ever, then just fucking tell me now. Just fucking tell it to my face.
Damn.
It's not that fucking hard, is it?
Damn.
It isn't. It's not. You're a fucking coward. You can't just tell me what you truly fucking
Damn.
want. Just fucking tell me the truth. I want the fucking truth. Are you planning on dating this girl?
I don't know.
Yo, just stop talking to guys like this, please. He's playing with you.
Just fucking love me. Just fucking love me. Please just tell her. I will find her. I will find her account and tell her everything about you. Please. I swear to God I will. I swear.
Now, I'm gonna keep it a buck. When you're literally crashing
She
out on a
crazy.
Discord
She
call with
crazy.
an online Ikitin boyfriend who thinks he's Corp's husband, yo,
Yo,
that has to be the most
you need to go
totally
outside. You
online
need-
thing I've
yeah.
ever seen in my life.
need therapy,
Smash like
bro.
and
You need to
subscribe
go
if you
outside.
agree. Yo, if you
jeez, I thought I was chronically online. Okay, that is interesting.
got an Ikitin,
When I just see clips like this, I'm like, oh, I'm not actually that bad. Oh shoot.
just remember, when you're on that Discord call with them, just remember to pee after having East, or you'll get an HDMI. But this video clearly shows that Ray was not only terminally online for the majority of her childhood, but that she's also mentally unstable. Because I'm gonna be real here, guys. When you're literally in a Discord call saying, please love me, to a Discord Ikitin,
There's a problem. That means you're probably not loved at home, and that's really sad. But yeah, that's just
Just
crazy.
fucking love me. Just fucking
This is why you need two parents, bro. This is exactly why.
love me.
well, in a psychosis test, you're ticking at least 30 boxes. Let's be real. But Ray says being terminally online for the majority of her childhood may help to explain why she's been typing like this, and why she has been acting like a true gamer e-girl from the 1940s. But don't get it twisted. I'm not here condoning her clearly racist and unhinged behavior at all. But I am here to remind all of us, and I'm sure we can all agree when I say this, that teenagers, kids, they don't start typing like this out of nowhere. 99% of
Yeah.
the time when they start behaving like this, typing like that, it's because they haven't touched grass in at least 10 years. But in Ray's case, like I said earlier, terminally online doesn't quite cut it. Not only was she terminally online for most of her childhood, but I am confident when I say that as a kid, she was most definitely surrounded by weird creeps who took advantage of her. Here's the thing, guys. I wish I was just making assumptions here, but once again, I'm right on the money. Here's a totally normal Discord conversation between
If anyone calls you good girl in Discord, block them. Just advice. Just advice.
Ray and a grown adult.
You're under. What the fuck did I just say? I want to. For my underaged doll. The IRS needs to be on this guy's ass right now, bro.
Here's a totally normal Discord conversation between Ray and a grown adult. So here's Dagger, an adult who is for some reason very interested in a teenager to the point where they're having a Discord private conversation. But here
Stay
he is
with-
saying,
That you can sleep.
good girl. Yeah, let's call it you're a good girl. That's definitely normal. Good girl. Can I go? I want to freaking
This actually makes me want to throw up.
sauce to my
Holy fuck.
ball. Answer me, freaking not sauce little girl. An adult is talking. So as we can clearly see, we are definitely dealing with a full breed PDF EDP
Yeah.
Dr. Chris Respect creature. If for some reason you have absolutely no idea as to what we just read, this Dagger guy, who is allegedly 27 years old and who
27.
allegedly slid into the DMs of multiple victims, well, here he is back in 2024 having a sus conversation with Ray, and apparently in this conversation that was them age playing, and apparently age playing is like you're like pretending to like talk to someone who's like maybe older or younger or whatever, right? But in this case, Dagger was pretending that Ray was his underage doll. But the thing is that in 2024, when this conversation occurred, Ray actually was underage. So I don't know what kind of age plan we're doing here, because I don't know about you, but that doesn't sound like age plan. That sounds like some age predding. But really quick, in case you're wondering as to who this Dagger creep is, YouTuber Milky Cat did an amazing job exposing this Dagger weirdo. But here's an excerpt that shows that Dagger is clearly the worst of the worst and is one of the many creeps that slid into Ray's DMs when she was just a kid.
I'm just here to provide context on niche areas of the internet that everybody might not know about. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing somebody that is along the lines of Vamp Daddy Evil, who I made a video about a few days ago. This guy is allegedly a groomer. There have been multiple—
Yo, hold on.
Not
a
allegedly.
second. Is it just
Yo.
does this—
There's nothing about alleged. No. I mean, no, actually,
guy
legal
literally
reasons,
looked
yeah,
like a
it's
Vampire
besides
Daddy
alleged.
clone.
It's
Yo, what's up
allegedly.
with these
My
guys
bad,
who
my
look
bad.
like this and literally turn out to be degenerate
Yes.
PDF files?
Alleged.
He also was talking crap about .Ray and Vamp Daddy Evil on his
It's
TikTok,
alleged.
which is hypocritical, being as though he dated Ray when she was a minor. When I commented under his account using my friend's account, calling him out, he blocked me. I'm assuming he is jealous of Vamp Daddy Evil, getting attention from Ray, because allegedly Ray made Vamp Daddy Evil block Dagger on Instagram. And there are screenshots of Ray and Vamp Daddy Evil on a Discord call together.
Okay.
So let me get something straight. Two predators are going after this influencer that's also an only Dagger's model. Holy shit.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Not only do these two creeps look like clones of one another, but they were also beefing with one another over this racist girl. Forget about Alien versus Predator. We literally have Predator versus Predator over here. But it gets even worse. So you're telling me this Vampire Daddy creep over here, who was literally calling Ray his kitten, and who was literally taking his time editing pictures of her when she was 17 onto his TikToks, well, now you're telling me that he's sliding into her DMs, getting into voice calls with her, and they're clearly so close to one another that this Dagger guy is jealous of them? Well, I think it's pretty clear that we've proven that Ray was not only terminally online during the majority of her childhood, but she was also surrounding herself with the worst of the worst. But even though those two reasons might explain or might account for how Ray became this mentally unstable, unhinged kid, she's obviously not innocent in all of this. I've seen some serious lobotomized victims spewing nonsense like, in my personal opinion, anyone who criticizes Ray and says that she doesn't deserve a platform is a disgusting human being.
A disgusting human being? No, she. I won't go a step further. She doesn't deserve a platform. She needs to get off the internet in general, and she needs a therapist. Then maybe she can get back on the internet or whatever. But
Ray's a mentally ill
holy
kid, and the people
crap.
criticizing her are just going to make her mental health worse. All she's done is say some innocent jokes. I'm gonna be honest here, guys. If you've got at least one IQ point, I think we
No.
can all agree here when I say that from everything we've seen so far, I think it's quite clear that having a platform in the internet has done nothing good for Ray.
Exactly.
In fact, I would argue that it's done nothing but bad things. The only thing that being terminally online and having a social media platform has done for Ray is get her in touch with multiple groomers like Vampire Daddy or Dagger. So when I see these brained individuals saying stuff like this, it reminds me of the special individuals who literally donated money to a 17-year-old kid who oofed someone with a Minecraft sword. Because he's just a kid, and kids can't take responsibility. You're innocent. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but when you turn 18 years old, you don't magically understand.
Oh, first and foremost, again, do not send hate to this creator, and by this creator I mean this e-girl. Please and thank you. She just needs mental help.
That murder is wrong, just like you
Really?
don't magically understand that words have consequences. So sure, you have the right of free speech, but if you say some racist or unhinged stuff, don't be surprised if you get roasted. Now let's talk about Ray's Asian fishing controversy, which actually ties up very nicely with her racism. Now this is where things start to get hilarious. Not only was this girl throwing the Nintendo word around left and
I
right,
saw a lot of people do stuff like this on TikTok. Yeah, it's crazy.
but she was also throwing Asian and insulting Asians. So let me get this straight. We're dealing with
You're trying to fake to be an Asian, and yet you're being racist towards Asians.
someone
Okay.
who looks like this without makeup and who purposely makes herself look like this with makeup to
why?
the point where the majority of people on the internet is calling her out for Asian fishing, but she's also out there saying that she hates Asians. What, is she mentally challenged? Don't answer that question. We already know the answer. What I
I'm
find
like,
funny about this
I
whole
think
thing is
so.
not only the fact that she's out there hating on Asians, being racist towards Asians despite Asian fishing, but it's also the fact that nobody would care as much about her potentially Asian fishing if she didn't get exposed for being racist and
Racist.
saying all that unhinged
Yeah.
stuff. Now, this might be a hot take, but this is my opinion when it comes to Asian fishing, or any kind of fishing for that matter. I feel like we need to be careful when it comes to labeling something as Asian fishing, black fishing, because where do we draw the line? Do we start screaming, "You're appropriating my culture," as soon as a white person wears a kimono, for example? Because to me, that screams care and energy. And if you actually go to Japan, you'll actually see a lot of tourists, a lot of foreigners wearing kimonos, and I promise you, nobody cares. No one's getting triggered over there with blue hair.
Yeah, I agree too. But when you are discriminating towards that race, but also taking stuff from that race, then I think you're going too far. Especially way too far. I think it just depends on your attention.
As a matter of fact, I genuinely feel like most people who get triggered over cultural appropriation are random Karens who are not even part of the culture.
Oh,
Smash
exactly,
like if you
yeah.
agree. And I'm not just
That
speaking out
happens with the black community a lot. Like people care, and I'm like, bruh, I do not care. I'm not gonna lie, because I think the people like a lot of, especially because they're not even trying to do stuff that these people are trying to out them for intentionally. So it's just crazy.
of my bum that's probably filled with dookie right now. No, there's literally a video of someone proving that fact and showing that random Karens would get triggered for Mexicans.
So you sort of have to understand where all of this comes from for it to not be cultural appropriation.
Whereas actual Mexicans messed with his fit.
Do you like my costume?
Yes.
Does it offend you?
Es ofensivo.
No.
No, nothing.
I think it all boils down to this simple fact. If you're respectful about a
Yeah,
culture,
because
then
all you
go
have to do is just be respectful. Like it's so easy, it's so simple, but yet people find it hard nowadays. It's truly unfortunate.
ahead. But because this girl was saying all that messed up stuff, people just didn't mess with her. But I don't want to spend too much time with this Asian fishing controversy because from here on out, it gets way sadder and way more disgusting. Even though we've provided valid reasons that might explain how Ray became this mentally unstable, edgy kid, I don't think those reasons are enough to understand why she made an OF minutes after turning 18. Sure, you can make the argument that her digital footprint was destroyed way before she turned 18, so she probably said screw it and started an OF because she had nothing to lose. But unfortunately, it's not that simple. Now, technically, it's not an OF, but a Fansly, but if you go look at her...
No, it's basically the same thing. Let's be real with ourselves. What is the difference? It's still selling the same content now. So what do we...
Twitter, it may as well be an OF. But what if I
Yeah.
told you that she started selling sus content way before she turned 18, which...
What the fuck did I just say? What the fuck did I
will
just
be
say?
an OF. But what if I told you that
What
she
the
started
fuck
selling
did I
sus
just say?
content
Okay, so first of all, how do you know he didn't quote unquote leak you or whatever? Secondly, for Robux. She did this for Robux, of all things. Let that sink in. No, because I'm sorry, but this means she's probably like 16 here or something. 17, 16, whatever. One of those. Probably, no, she's 17 here because 18, so yeah, 17. But still, what? Of all games, too? Roblox? Of course, doing it for a game is terrible nonetheless, but holy shit.
way before she turned 18, which might actually explain why starting an OF instantly after turning 18 was no big deal for her. That's right, guys. As a teenager, Ray was an avid Roblox player and an avid Roblox trader, if you know what I mean. Now, the fact that these disgusting activities happen on Roblox doesn't surprise me at all. I mean, first of all, it doesn't
Yeah.
help one bit
Apparently,
if you see so many
apparently there's a lot of predators on Roblox, sadly. Yeah.
Roblox YouTubers get exposed for being predators. And secondly, if you watch YouTubers who catch pedophiles for a living, you'll see that a lot of the pedophiles who get caught try to riz kids on Roblox.
Why'd you go to prison? You're not even crying.
Is that GD on? Oh, shoot.
There's no tears.
Average Roblox player. And
There's no tears. I love GD on.
this
Oh
is
my
the thing.
god.
When we see sus content like this spread within Roblox, are we even
What
surprised that Roblox is filled with 30-year-old,
the fuck
40-year-old
is
weirdos?
this?
Oh, by the way, don't ask me how I found this picture.
No,
This
actually,
goes
like,
back to what I was
what?
saying about how the internet had zero benefits in Ray's life. Just thinking about the fact that Ray was probably sharing weird stuff to 30-year-olds daggers or vampire daddies out there in Roblox, it's disgusting. It's sad. Like I was saying, not only was she playing and trading sus pictures of herself on Roblox at such a young age, but she also had a platform back then where she marketed herself as a Roblox e-girl, which obviously means that not only were 30-year-old, 40-year-old creeps
Holy shit. I'm not gonna lie, kitten. It hurts daddy when you remind them that he's almost 30. Get help. Please. Please get help. No, like, what am I looking at? What am I looking at right now? Can you tell me?
following her on social media back then, but she
Shit.
also had a lot of kid followers. And when you're literally out there reposting on TikTok videos of animals getting cooked in Minecraft, and when you're literally on Discord normalizing animals getting TNT'd in Minecraft, I don't know, I don't think that's the kind of things that kids who follow you should be seeing. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, guys, but when a kid is laughing about animals getting TNT'd in Minecraft and being potentially 50 vampire daddies out there at least, I think it's fair to say that she shouldn't have a platform on any social media platform. And when I see those stupid comments saying stuff like, she's just a mentally ill kid, leave her alone or you're gonna make her mental illness worse. Are you kidding me? That's even more of a reason to not have a platform.
No, exactly. That's even more of a reason for you to not have a platform. This social media stuff is making her mental illness worse and having her being preyed upon even more. So
In the internet. And it gets even
yeah.
sadder and worse because when you're out there normalizing and when you're
Oh, what? 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 If you get hard, what the underage hard R? If you guys didn't understand, girls are the best. This is truly. This is truly. I don't know what to fucking say. This is truly how the internet just is now, I guess. Okay.
you're out there expressing your support for PDF files, well, I think we can all agree when I said that the internet is the last place you should be on. And honestly, at this point, I'm not even surprised that she's expressing her support for PDF files. Bruh, her first boyfriend was probably a PDF file. But I want to finish this video by saying that no one is innocent in this whole story, not even Ray. But even though we all agree that her race disgusting behavior, her support for animal getting TNT'd in Minecraft, her literally selling cheese pizza on Roblox, and her normalizing to her kid audience, I know we can all agree when I say that no kid whatsoever deserves to have a childhood as messed up as hers.
Yeah. Good God. That definitely was something. Okay. Subscribe to Darth Vader. He makes amazing videos. First and foremost, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe to me as well. And have a nice day. And also tell me in the comments what you thought about this video, because I thought it was crazy. That's for sure. Anyways, goodbye. Have a nice day and peace.